Prepare yourself for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more on this episode of Pimp My Setup, hosted by Matt Philly. Sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
Matey, playing my favorite tune here, written after me, but not actually. Hi everybody, welcome to Pimp My Setup episode number 144. We're going live on October 9th, 2016. My name is Matt Philly, and today I'm a pirate. If you couldn't tell, then you're stupid. So I'm having a little bit of problem with the beard hair entering my mouth hole and causing me to want to vomit all over the computer screen. So if I cough up a hairball at any point during the show, please don't be alarmed. It's part of the whole thing. And if it looks like my eyes are like all weird, it's actually because I'm wearing glasses under this and it's fogging up and it's making me look a little special. But, I do it for the show, So I wish I had a pirate buddy right here, a little parrot thingy-majig on my shoulder, and I wish I had the whole thing going on, but this pirate's actually pretty classy, he's doing pretty good. So yeah. All right, let's get into the first setup of the episode, submitted by Tanner, who is 18, and he has been watching since 2013. So that's actually crazy. A lot of people don't know I am the first ever person to do a setup show. I created it. You could all suck it sideways. I've been doing it since August 2013, and I actually remember him, and he's been watching for a long time. So taking a look at this. Oh my God. Okay, we might have to take this off halfway during the show. All right, so taking a look at this first setup. This is definitely interesting to say the least. And the first thing I saw in the comments was, holy headphones. Yeah, this guy, he likes music. Or maybe he doesn't like it at all and he just wants people to think he does. And also, excuse the rain, it's pouring outside. You might hear some of that. But anyways, taking a look at each little thing he's got going on. He's got an entertainment setup, but he's also got his desk setup, but he's also got a console gaming setup at his desk, even though he has an entertainment setup right there. So kind of seems a little bit counterproductive, but I can see if he wants something that's, right next to his computer, whether he's multitasking, whatever, I can see the point behind that. But at the same time, that's the Mickey desk from IKEA. And that thing, it's not really the biggest desk in the world. Tom has it, and it's a nice desk, but seeing that you're pushed to that complete right side there makes me a little worried. I'm not going to lie, because Tom can vouch for me because he actually uses the desk. Don't you think he does not have a lot of room at all?
No, he has no elbow space. No, where's his mouse?
Let's see. I'm having a hard time seeing things.
There's only his keyboard there. His mouse is not off to the left or right.
That's a good observation right there, T-Fizzle.
I don't know. His mouse is not there.
Yeah, guys, can we... Wait, is that it right there next to the speaker? I don't know what that is. Guys, can we play the game Where is the Mouse? Yeah. Really, though, I don't have I'm having a hard time kind of understanding the usability standpoint for the desk right there, especially because you have a entertainment setup to the right side. So if you're looking to play consoles, why don't you play them over there, and then you can just, boom, use I just smacked the mic. You can just use that desk right there for only your computer setup. You know what I'm saying? So definitely think you need to rearrange that desk and prioritize. If anything, you can mount the TV to the wall above, or vice versa, have the monitor on top, whatever you prefer. Maybe you just streamline to the actual TV screen you have there and call it a day. But in terms of everything else, I thought it was a little bit confusing with, you got bins all over. It just kind of looks like a mess. I would like to see that cleaned up a little bit. You have a lot of cool posters, which is nice. What is everyone's thoughts on the big ass Rockstar can right there? That's interesting, but I mean, if you like it, if you think that's cool, then go for it. People are saying that the mouse is right there. It's charging. Okay, that's what I thought. I just couldn't tell. I'm not really the smartest one right now. I have a hard time seeing in general anyway. But organization needs to be done for the whole room, and I think maybe it would be beneficial, I don't know what the rest of the room looks like, to actually rearrange the furniture altogether. That could really play into your favor. Like maybe the desk goes up against a wall where the Rockstar can is. You could rearrange the entertainment center. Maybe even the entertainment center is smaller than your desk so that it would fit in that corner but not exceed over the freaking window. That way it just makes more sense. It'll give you more room for your actual setup, and you could really work on the entertainment center. I think you need to get all the consoles into that one section and make it work. And a lot of people are saying, please frame the posters. And yeah, people are just saying it's just messy. It's just like a lot of stuff all over the place. So leave your thoughts down below. Do you agree that the usability is just no bueno for his desk? That's how I'm seeing it. And yeah, someone actually put a great idea right here. They said half decent equipment, crap placing. So yes, the idea is to move things around and you'll be fine. So I got some stuff in my mouth, but I'm trying to work through it. So we're going to go on to the next setup. Next setup of the day, submitted by Sebastian. Arr, yeah, he's 13. And let's see, this setup was built for gaming, and he wants to go for the chill and clean look. So knowing that, keeping that in mind, taking a look at this is another setup where I am a bit confused. The reason I say that is I think the placement of the desk versus the entertainment center isn't ideal. And the reason I say that is because the desk like definitely exceeds past the window, which, you know, it's kind of hard because he has that ceiling that goes at an angle and that really makes everything hard. And that is actually a great spot for your entertainment center because when you have, you know, LEDs or whatever behind there, you have nice ambient lighting. It shoots off the wall, makes a really cool atmosphere. But I feel like the entertainment center is so damn close to your desk that you're not really getting the full use out of it. It's not really, it just looks really, I guess cramped would be the better word, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know, I have a hard time thinking that that's like the best way to arrange your furniture. So I would recommend rearranging, and I think that might be a theme for today because, you know, back to back, both of these need a little bit of loving. So, you know, if we go to the third photo, we'll take a quick look at the cable management. You know, you have a Signum. You did a good job for the most part, but I think they should definitely focus on just getting those cables that are hanging down. You know, nail them up, Velcro them up, adhesive them up to the underside of the desk. Keep them going around. Keep them one going straight up clean. Make it look good because those few straight cables may not be a big deal to you, but at the end of the day, it does make a fairly big difference in the overall aesthetics. But for people that don't care about cable management, you did fine. So taking a look at the closer picture of the setup, really usability, things like that, it's cool. You have a lot of cool different things on your desk. I like it. Simple. You definitely went for the chill and clean look like you said. You know, headphone stand, headphone mount, whatever. Yeah, of course. That's something I always recommend. If you send a mouse mat, yeah, go for it. If you don't want to, fine. You already have it working pretty good for yourself. But I do think a little bit needs to be done, like that clock thingamajig thing up there. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's in a weird spot too. And I think that really comes down to your setup position. It just needs to be like you put yourself in a weird corner when you didn't need to. It just seems odd. I would really like to see the rest of the room because I do think, you know, you can rearrange the furniture to make this setup work perfect with the way it is. You can keep everything the same. You pick up the Linmon desk, place it in a different spot, and then really focus your attention to the entertainment side of things, and it will work perfectly. But I do think the area is just cramped, and it needs to be thought out a little bit more. So with a little bit of love and a little bit of heart, you can make this setup real good, man. Okay. Oh, God, hair in my mouth. Okay, next setup of the day is submitted by Captain Jack. His name's actually Jack. I just thought that was funny. Captain Jack, he's 19. Okay, I wish I could actually do a pirate voice, but I can't. So, let's see. He's a first-person shooter player, filmmaker, parkour athlete, and this right here is a custom desk. And he actually said function over form. So that's something a lot of people talk about. And yes, I'll address the cat in the room. Okay. And really everyone's like, oh, cute cat. So yes, I love your cat. That's a cute cat. So,
You can take it off.
Yeah, I'll take it off soon. I gotta go for it, Tom. I told myself I would do it. I just can't let myself down. So yeah, this setup, okay. Can you give me my hat? Because I'll probably look... Okay, nice. Whoo, baby! I am sorry that didn't work out. There's like... Oh my God, you see the sweat all over that? people think, oh, it's easy. Fat man sits with the costume and people like it. It's not easy. So anyways, taking a look at Jack's setup. Wow, I could see everything so much better. First off, I like the desk. I like what you're going for. Good job on that. Definitely nice. But this is another scenario where you're with the weird ceilings. You're in a weird spot altogether. And someone said you look fat wearing the hat in the chat. So thank you for just confirming my what makes me feel bad about myself in life. But yeah, okay. Sorry, Jack. Let me get to this. So you built the desk, right? But I don't think you really thought it through. Now, it seems like your room is just small, and maybe that's the best you could do. So because of that, I can't really hate you too much, but you have a lot of opening room from the left wall to the right wall in that little indent where the shelf is. So the desk should have went from there to there. But I see you have your drawer shelf thingamajig right there, dresser, and then you also have your bed. So it really makes it super hard for you to come up with a desk size that would work. So seems like this is the best you could do. Yes, everyone is just screaming, still screaming in chat about the cables. Yeah, it's bad, but I'm not trying to address that right now. The thing is with this setup, first off, can I just say I love the shelf above? I really do like that. I think it looks awesome, especially in that triangle sort of wall. It looks really good. I like everything going on there. But below, the desk needs to be bigger. But in terms of the actual usability and everything like that, works perfect. I think the desktop itself for a simple setup is great. Maybe not the best for someone who claims that they were ex-competitive first-person shooter, player, because I feel like this would be a really hard area to work with on a daily basis for long hours over and over and over, but still cool nonetheless. So, I mean, this really, normally I would say that this lacks personality, but I think it did a great job in a small area with the shelving unit, which alone sort of makes it work. But I think that it comes down to like the dresser's in a weird spot. You need a bigger desk. And I just would, this is another setup where I just love to see the room because I want to know what's going on the other side. Because who knows? Imagine the room was just super long and it just went on way more and he cramped himself in. Or maybe it's really just super compact. Not sure. But like your laptop, that just goes to show your desk needs to be bigger. Like that's stupid. So, and dude, please clean the cables. Just clean up overall. I see some stuff on the right side there. Just clean it up. The garbage can, just clean it up. Anyways, yeah, people are making jokes like, does he have a chair? No. It's actually the sad thing about Jack, who's 19. He doesn't have a chair. Damn it, I wasn't going to talk about that. All right, let's go to the next setup. Next setup of the day, submitted by Gianluca, who is 24, and he actually said my show inspired him to do a makeover of his setup, which, damn, man, hit me right in the feels. That's actually awesome, and I really do appreciate you watching the show, and I appreciate that you watched and thought that you needed your setup, because looking at this is a great setup. I could tell you definitely put in some time into it, but does that mean it's perfect? Nah, but it's still awesome. So let's kind of break it down. First things first, usability. I thought that was fine for what you're going for. You don't seem to be someone that's really too worried about, going for the insane, like, I need an ultra wide. I do films. I do all that. Like, he seems like, bro, I just sit on the computer. I do my work. I'm just having a good time. So I like that. Now, as far as the placement of everything, I don't think it's that bad either. I think the computer in the corner there kind of looks a little weird because it's just like straight up against the wall. Maybe angled would look cool, but at the same time, I think about it, and you have that Alex drawer to the left, and it kind of goes in, like it's like in unison with that. So I think that looks fine. But I think the actual the main piece there to control the speakers and everything, the receiver, I think that's a weird spot for that. Maybe putting it on maybe even just putting it on the right side of the desk would actually look good. But your speakers, the usability there isn't the best, you know what I mean? So I think because of that, it's really hard in this area. It makes me think that the computer shouldn't be there. It really needs to be speakers next to your monitors, and then from there you can sort of figure out where everything else should go. You know what I'm saying, Tom?
I can see that.
yeah, like the PC, dope. I love that it goes with the white and everything. That's really, really cool. But I don't think maybe that's, I don't think that's going to work long term because of what you're working for. If anything, sorry, the rain's really coming down right now. If you didn't have as many shelves, right, and your PC was actually above and you had some cable trunking going down in the left side, it would look really cool. Even if like the computer was centered, that would look awesome. You have some NZXT Hue Plus going on in there. It would look really cool. But those speakers, for as awesome as they look, why not really put them in the right spot where you're going to get the best sound? And then, you know, you can put the receiver elsewhere. But, and yeah, someone actually just made a really good point. I see it, especially in the top one, the shelf looks slanted. Like it's not even, you see that in the top one?
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really show up perfectly on stream, but I could tell you the top one's.
It's like the screen over here. It shows like.
Yeah, it's definitely slanted the top one. I don't know about the other ones. It's kind of one of those tricks where like you see one and you want to see it in the others. But yeah, I think that the shelves are cool. I like how you have the red brackets and things like that. Fake plants, you know, people love them. I'm not a big fan, but I think it works here. And you got that hint of red going through, which is really awesome. So it is a great setup. I like what you're going for, but I do think a few things need to be fixed, just to kind of get, you know, you already have everything that you need. Why not just do it the right way? So that's what I would say. Yeah. So yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay. You ready, Tom, for the next one? Next set of the day, submitted by Jose. Jose's 19. He loves games. And this. Oh, no, damn. Oh, hell no. By the way, he built this desk himself. So really nothing crazy to it. He was saying that, you know, it's just a door slab. He got some metal legs, probably some flanges on the underside. And then he stained it blue to make it look cool because he's blue. And then he's like, yeah, I got a Signum, but I ain't going to really use it the right way. It's going to look like my pubic hair. Okay. Anyways, I was talking about the pirate stuff. Okay. Yeah, no, honestly, though, I don't know what's going on here. You know, I don't really know what's going on. It kind of looks like, you know, Helen Keller was like, yeah, cable made. Just like, oh, no, it's bad. It's bad. And he said in his email, like, maybe I just need a second Signum. Yeah, that's what it is. Just get a second Signum. No, dude. No. Okay? The Signum, yes, it can be used to just hold some cables, as we see here, prime example. But at the same time, you have to do a little bit of the work. You know, you have to Velcro some stuff up. You need to kind of make it all neat. So when you place it into the Signum, it's easy to take in and take out, which obviously you're going to have a hard time if you have to unplug one thing. That's a spaghetti monster right there. I'll just tell you that. But yeah, I would do some work on that. But let's talk about the setup itself. So the setup itself isn't bad at all. I do think it's definitely different from what we see because he mainly utilizes a laptop, but he uses, you know, external peripherals, which is cool. I think there's nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is it's a little bit different. He's got a side display off for his consoles. As we can see, he's got an Xbone and he's got a PS4. You know, I do think that's something cool for you to pick up. They have like these little on-desk organizer sort of things that you can actually put the Xbox One at the bottom and then put the PS4 on top, and there's a pretty good distance between the two. And honestly, you could just get some wood and build one yourself since you know built the desk. So I think you do that, have a little shelf, it kind of organizes them, keep them a little bit closer. You could have the top shelf can hold the controllers, and then maybe even you do one more shelf up and put the controls on top there, but then the shelf under you stick the games in. So it would just sort of be like a tower organizer that would really give it the look that it's a little more clean and a little more organized, which, you know, I think that's something you should look into. But in terms of everything that you got going on, the Bose speakers are cool. You know, it's nice. It's just everything's just kind of there, placed on the desk, a little spread out. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to go for a little bit more of a clean, maintained look, that's what I would do. Theme, you know, it's not like I could give you a 10 necessarily, but I do like that you have a frame poster, and it does go in with the Black Ops 3 little kit you have to the special edition, whatever the hell, deluxe. So I think that's cool. You know, like that's cool. You have a little bit of like a gaming theme going on, but it's nothing like I look at this, I'm like, oh hell, this dude loves Halo or this dude loves Call of Duty. It needs to be a little more like bam in your face, but you have the open wall space. Maybe frame like the we've seen some really cool Call of Duty stuff before where they have like the game framed and you put the disc framed. We've seen some cool stuff like that. So just, think about what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Digga-da-digga-da-da. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I think I still have some of that hair in my mouth. All right. So, the cables. Address the cables. Let's go to this setup submitted by Chaboy Caleb, who is 15. Now, this is funny, right? So he's got like one of those under the bed setups, and you kind of see like that looks pretty cool at first glance. He's got that GoPro fisheye because that's what he's all about. But looking at that first photo, like his cable management's pretty fire. Like it's pretty good, especially for being 15. Now I don't know exactly what kind of tricks he has up his sleeve because he's got that board over there right behind the PC, which he might be doing some tricks. I don't know. But what I think is really funny about it is the fact that his YouTube channel, right? It's called Cable Master. Like that's just what I went to his channel. Nothing about setups. He like plays Forza and stuff. So I don't know what made him like one day he's like he finished his setup. He's like I am a cable master. It's like, oh shit, okay, Caleb. But yeah, I also came up with something cool. If you actually rearrange the letters in Caleb, you get cable. So maybe he was born to be the cable master. But anyways, take a look at the setup itself. Not bad. The left side there is definitely like a hoarder section. Over there. You got the original X-Bone or Xbox rather, not X-Bone. Xbox One is X-Bone. Anyways, you got like all the old shit right there, which is really, 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 really cool. But kind of looks a little messy. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. That is the perfect section for some storage. So why not get some storage where you can kind of hide that stuff? You got some bins though holding your games, which I think is cool. The whole like setup itself is very clean. But let's go to the next photo, right? Now this, I don't know, because I've seen him play some games on his channel, so I'm wondering if he sits facing this TV, because look at how he's got the snowball. I know everyone's already laughing about it in chat, but it looks like the snowball is set up for him to sit in front of that TV. Would you agree, Tom?
I can see that.
Yeah, so now a lot of people are saying it's funny, right? They're like, oh, look at this kid. He's actually pretty freaking smart. Like, that is actually really cool. Because think about it. When he's done, it's not, like, really in his way at all, in any way whatsoever. And he pulls it down, and I'm not sure if it's, like, really in the best spot. But obviously it's working. He's leaving it like that. So I give him props there. I actually think that's pretty dope. So let's see. Taking a look at the other side, though, I think that's a little, like... I think it's not that it's bad. It's just he's really making use of what he has, like a random ass table, like a kind of gross garbage can, and it's nothing special. So not gonna really hate on that. And then let's see, the far back shot I think is also just a cool way to show that you may not have the room, but you can make the room. People are like, oh my god, my bed takes up the whole room. You get yourself a bunk bed, bro. You remove the bottom side. A lot of them come like this, and he actually was able to make something pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So I like it. I give you props for doing what you do at 15, and a lot of people are actually being pretty mean in the chat right now, but I don't think it's that bad. I think it's really just making use of the things you have. I don't think you went out and bought most of this stuff like, yeah, I'm going to use it for this, I'm going to use it for that. It's like things you already had, and you're like, guess what? Bam! And people are like, damn! And he's like, ha! But yeah, what do you think, Tom? Quick thoughts. You like it?
I mean, I like it too. I don't know why the comments are being so mean about it. I think it's really nice. I like it.
Wouldn't that be cool being 15, just chilling there?
You sleep, get down, and you're underneath your fucking...
Yeah, whoa. And then what about if you just like, threw a blanket over the side and it made it like really dark? Yeah. I kind of like that. When I was a kid, I like, building forts and stuff. So I could just see how that would be cool for him. So anyways, whatever. People in the chat, they're going to be douches. It is what it is. It is what it is. But anyways, all right, let's go to the next setup of the day, submitted by Bjorn. Bjorn, right? You think? Bjorn.
I know it's not said like that, but I don't know. It's Bjorn.
Bjorn. Sure. So Bjorn is 19 and he's thinking about getting a new desk. So, yeah, taking a look at this, I think that at first glance, I was like, nah, the desk is fine. But then I realized what part is actually the desk. And the desk is really nothing. It's like very underwhelming, thin, kind of weird. And it looks okay up against that wall, but that wall is super cool. And I'd like to see that desk go for sure. I would like to see that go. And then even that little side cabinet there, it's cool. Maybe you can find another spot for it. Now, the reason I say that is because you can get yourself a little black desk because you have a lot of black peripherals. And it could be like the small size Linmont. It could be something you make. It could be whatever. But picture a small like black desk that goes from the door frame to the corner of the room. And then with that, you can have like storage underneath, like an Alex drawer or something like that. But just imagine how much better that would be. You would have more desk room so the speakers can stand up. You know, the PC would slide under on the side, which would be good. And it would just, I feel like the room would be a lot better usability. You'd have a little bit more depth. It would just make more sense overall. And I know some people are probably wondering if he's hiding the cables with that skateboard. If you go to the next photo, you'll see that's not the case. He actually just puts it there because he says it's a good spot for him to keep his skateboard, and it kind of adds a little bit of like pop to it. But yeah, I could see why he wouldn't like that desk. I could see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's got a PS1 everyone's freaking out about. I mean, he seems like a dope ass dude, honestly. The room itself looks awesome. The frame stuff is signed up there. He was telling me about that. He said it's like really a big deal to him. And I love the overall aesthetics. I just think it's the desk situation that is going to help with the out of sight, out of mind and the usability section of this. So I do think it's really awesome. Tom, what do you think like the overall like aesthetics from that wall? Like it's just really nice, right?
It's nice. I like the wall. I like how it's like the grain and the wood and all that.
Yeah.
It looks way better than
like a cabin
like,
feel.
Just like white wall.
Yeah, exactly. It gives it depth. It gives it personality, and I like it. I agree. It's the desk that needs to be changed. So good question there. Bjorn, whatever the case may be, it's pretty dope. So I would make some changes there, and I would move the shoes, but you know, that's just me. So not much else to really say there, but dope setup, my bro. Let's go to the next setup of the day, submitted by Will, who's 14, and this is his productivity and casual gaming setup. Now, not really like the best photos in the world, but he was able to just kind of, didn't he say it was like a really small room or something? Yeah. Tom's been handling all the submissions, so yeah, it's like a little bit of like a small compact area, but he wanted to kind of give us an update, and it's looking good. I do think there are some interesting aspects to this setup for sure. Like he actually has pipe insulation as the cushioning for his wrists on the desk. You can see it a lot in the third photo. You see right there. Yeah, that's just like literally pipe insulation that's got some adhesive on it, and he just adhered it to the desk so that he doesn't get any of the sharp edges, and it makes it nice for when he's typing and stuff. That's actually smart. It's actually really smart. I know some people might think it looks a little tacky, but overall, if it's helping him and his usability, then I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But if we go to the second photo, we got the perk bottles or whatever, and the Duff beer. And that's really cool. I like what he's going for, again, in the terms of theme. I think it's really, he's got a Taylor Swift calendar. I mean, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. The left side, though, does seem a little packed, but it's just boxes, really. So no one really cares about your Turtle Beach stuff. Clean that up, made it a little bit neater, but overall, you got a lot of cool different things that you like. And you're 14, and that's what I like. Dude, you have what you like in your setup. You're not afraid to show it. So props there. But now taking a look at the first photo, usability actually pretty good. You got a lava lamp, which is nice. It looks like that screen. I like that it's actually tilted on top, which makes it so you can actually see it. I know some people say, nah, dude, I could see it perfectly fine. And then they afterwards they go to their setup and they're like, I wish I could see it better. But yeah, I like what he's going for, but we didn't really get to see an awesome photo of the under part, a little more focused towards that. Okay, we did. I just didn't really pay attention. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Hold on, let me go to it on my screen. I've been looking at Tom's screen the whole time. Let's see. I forget what I was going to say. I should probably start writing notes. Damn it, I can't really think of what I was going to say. No, I'm talking about what I was thinking about when I was grading these. Originally, I had something to say, but cable management is nice, so props there. Everything looks pretty usable. I like it, so yeah, good stuff. I had something to say. If I think of it, I'll write it in the description, but I doubt I'll remember. So let's just go on to the next setup. Next setup of the day, submitted by Brandon, who's 16, and he actually has he's got a YouTube channel. Okay, his name on YouTube is Next Level Gaming BC. Yeah, that's a mouthful and a half, but damn, I wanted to give him a great score. I wanted to, but I just struggled with this setup a lot. Like, I was pretty harsh, but I was harsh in a way that's gonna help him long term. So we look at this photo, and at first glance, it's like, damn, this bro's got 3 monitors, and he's got all this stuff, bro. And then you look closely at it, and you're like, wait a second. So looking at that first photo, look at the corner there, right? That is sitting in that corner. First off, besides even the leg area where that's just terrible. The thought process behind putting your computer there, and even that like ottoman thing, I don't know how your feet fit comfortably without hitting in between both of those items. But looking at the actual corner of the desk, this is not a corner desk. This is an L desk. If the corner, and I say this way too often, if the corner of the desk is sharp, a 90-degree angle, if that is like a right angle perfectly, we're talking math right here, then that is not where you sit. That is painful, bro. If you actually sit there close to the actual distance that you're supposed to be from your monitors, that hurts. That's not ideal at all. Now, if it was more of an obtuse where it's got that nice curvature, it's just a nice homey place that your belly fits into perfectly, then hell yeah, that's a corner desk. This is not a corner desk. That is not the right spot for your monitors. I understand that you probably wanted to sit on the left or right side, but the problem you had was, oh no, what do I do with my 3 monitors? So I know sitting there, it was probably like, damn, I just got to do it. My boy's going to roast me. But yeah, terrible positioning. And I'm sorry I have to say it because it is a decent desk. Rip your desk. If you plan on using triple monitors comfortably, you got to either do one of the 2 things rather. Get rid of the desk and get a new one. That's actually, for the corner. Like, even the Linmon corner one would be perfect. It's probably way less than that. I think that's from like Staples. Number 2, get yourself okay, there are 3 options. Number 2, take a hacksaw, whatever, like one of those blades, and just cut out the circle yourself. Really make it so it's nice and comfy. Or number 3, you can use it and bruise your ribs and, really just kind of hurt yourself there. But I do not think you should do that. So I think the desk has got to go. Now, the other thing with it is, like I said, you have the ottoman there. You have you actually go to the third photo, I think, Tom, or third photo. Yeah, you will see a little bit of a better look here. You got the ottoman and the PC. Now, I don't understand what was so beneficial about having the PC there, other than the fact that some of the cables may not have been long enough. You got to order some longer cables if that's why it's over there, especially if you plan on staying in that specific spot. You need to put yourself in a spot that's comfortable, and having your PC right there, no bueno. I mean, the side panel on that thing, the little glass look through, is like so small it literally serves no purpose. So don't tell me it was to make it look beautiful, so when people look at your feet, they're like, oh my god, is that a beautiful PC? And you're like, yeah. No, move it, get it to the other side over there. Then the ottoman, I don't get that too. You can't tell me that's a footrest. That thing is way too high to be a footrest. And I know it probably has storage, you have some stuff inside of it, cool, but get it out of there, bro. Like, put it in another spot in your room. That is not good at all. That's a few of my like pet peeves, and just for setups in general, is not having leg room. I don't care what you got going on there. If you cannot do a little bit of a scissor action, that sounds weird. You just move your legs in and out. If you hit something, you have to fix it. It's just no bueno. And then if you're sitting up against your desk and you feel like bruising of your ribs happening, it's probably not a good desk for you to be using, and you're not using it right. So, triple monitor problems, bro. And the rest of the room is nice. Like I like you got the dark wood look. You got some stuff going on there. But also, what the walls? What do you got? Nothing going on there. How do I know anything about you? You know what I'm saying? So Tom, I don't know. Do you agree? Like.
Yeah, I think you're just being a little harsh. Like I understand it's not an L desk, but he might be like sitting like out like that where it's not like.
Yeah, maybe if he's like I don't know, mini me or some shit, but like.
But it's like I don't know if he's using it and it worked for him, then go ahead use it like that.
He could do that. He could keep using it, but when you have hospital bills to pay, ain't no complaining to me, bro. No, like you sit up against it, like even if it doesn't feel like it's doing much, you're still pushing in. That's just. It's all I'm saying is the desk was not meant to be used like this. Simple,
and
done.
No room on the desk. So like his
he's like, I love my setup.
Like he's like underneath the monitors.
It's stupid. And moving your mouse, try to tell me you have a lot of room to move your mouse. You're wrong. You don't. I know you don't. And really though, picture him, his arm length. He's all like, and trying to type. It just doesn't make sense. But I do think you have a lot of awesome stuff, but we're not seeing a theme. Why ability is butchered. It's just really, it's lacking in way too many categories. You need to kind of look into it a little bit and, figure it out. But, he wanted my opinion, so I hope I wasn't too harsh there. But let's go to the final setup of the day, submitted by Jeff, who is 21. He streams at twitch.tv/Swaggy Jeff. And he's currently majoring in criminal justice to be a police officer. Yeah, boy. Anyways, oh my God, that was probably like really messed up. I wasn't actually.
You weren't on camera.
Okay, good.
So it just sounded like
okay.
Like sneezing.
Anyways, can you imagine like you sneeze like that and like when you do it in public people are like, oh shit. Anyways, take a look at this. Now I did email him and he didn't get back to me in time, but I was like, hey dude, can you send me a far back photo that's well lit? Only because I wanted to see like a little bit more of what's going on in the room, but we don't know. This is the most we see. We see like his nice countertop wood desk thing going on there. We could kind of see the cable management underneath, and that's about it. That's all she wrote. So bear with me. It is a little bit hard to see things, especially on my screen. It's so like contrasty. Now I do have those monitor stands as well, and those things are great. And it looks really good here. I like that you have the vertical. I like that you have the ultra wide dead center. And I actually like that he's got his PC there. I definitely don't like it sometimes, but in this scenario, it works. It's not taking up any valuable space. I mean, well, it is, but he has nothing else to put there, obviously. Otherwise, we'd see it somewhere else on the desk. So I would like to see, kind of pimp that PC a little bit, get some NZXT-U in there and make that shit dance. The only reason I say that is because you do have the red LEDs behind your monitor, so you obviously like it, and we're able to see into the PC. So why not kind of brighten it up a little bit and make it look a little bit nicer? Now, that's the other thing. This is like one of those setups where I really wish he kind of went through with LEDs everywhere. Like the keyboard lit up, the mouse was like bam. But it's okay if it doesn't. It's not like you have to. I know some people hate it, but again, you have it behind your monitor, so I just assumed that you did. But I like it. It seems like you have all the room you need. It's a nice wide desk. There's a lot of depth, so the monitors aren't up in your grill all the time. It just seems very, very, very breathable. And in the next photo, you really can kind of see like, the cables are actually managed going along the top, and he's not just shoving them into the Signum. The Signum is more so to hold the larger items like we can see. So I like it. I really do think he did a great job with it, but it's hard for me to see what the personality is here because we're only looking in such a close little section, and you have a window right there. So it's really hard for me to kind of paint the picture, so I don't know. Tom, would you agree? Like, what can we really gather a theme here?
He likes Dragon Ball Z. He likes music.
Yeah, and those are just wallpapers. So it's, and maybe if like he had the red flowing through the PC a little bit more and onto his peripherals, I'd be like, he's going for a little bit of a red theme. I kind of throw him a little bit there. I still gave him a few points in that category, but I couldn't give him a really great score. So great setup. Jeff, hit me up with just like a follow-up picture so I can see for myself what the rest of your room looks like. I would like to see it.
People are confused about the two monitor stands.
the 2 monitor stands. What are they confused about?
They don't know if it's for the 1 monitor or for 2 monitors.
Okay, so they're all single monitor arms, right? The far right one is for the ultra wide, and then the middle one is holding the ultra wide. I mean the vertical. So yeah, I have 2 for my 2 ultra wides. They hold a lot of weight. They look really nice. Like if you had them up a little bit more, they have like a nice aluminum sort of look to it. It's really it's just a nice ass setup. So I like it. It's good. I'd like to see a little bit more of it, but yeah, don't worry. The scores, I know some people are going to be hurt by it. You have to keep in mind I break it down by 5 categories. Those categories are then doubled because we have no co-host, and therefore you get a score out of 100. So the first one, Tanner, he got a 66. Sebastian with a 68. Jack with a 70. Gianluca with a 72. Jose with a 74. Caleb with a 76. Bjorn with a 78. Will with an 80. And did you just realize all those went up by 2? Yeah, but okay, the final 2 don't because Brandon got a 56, which should have been a 20. And we got our boy Jeff with a 64. Really though, Jeff, hit me up. I'd like to see what the rest of that looks like. And I guess for the sake of the show, I'll put the pubes back in my face. And all right. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. This is definitely not. Does it look right? Okay, guys, thank you for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. I do appreciate it. And that's going to do it for this episode. So, matey, I'll catch you on a flippity.